Hello, folks. Welcome to the channel where I talk about web, node, and developer productivity related tools. Today, I want to give you a high level overview of what semantic HTML is, why do you need it, what does it do, and how can you make sure that your skeleton or the high level HTML document stays semantic. And this is regardless of what framework you are using. Okay, so let's understand what semantic HTML is. So semantic HTML is just like your plain old HTML document. It's just that with HTML5 we have a lots of HTML tags through which we can basically convey to the browsers and assistive technologies like screen reader or some other assistive technologies that a piece of HTML document is maybe a main content, or it's a navigation, or it's a sidebar, or it's a footer, or it has a date time, or it has a link, or it is a button, which is a submit button. So if you click on that button, it is going to basically submit the fields that you previously filled and all sort of that stuff. So it basically gives a very good meaning to your HTML document, which any entity can understand. The entity I mean here is maybe a new coming developer who is joining your team. He would understand, okay, this is a button which has a type submit. That means this is associated to some form that is actually going to submit on click of this button, or some semantic some assistive technology like screen reader. They would understand that, okay, this piece is or this button has type submit. That means it is going to submit the previously filled inputs. So they can basically announce it to all the visually impaired people that okay, if you click on this button, it will submit all the fields you have filled to the server and all sort of that stuff. So uh, in short, it just giving a very good meaning that is easily understandable to different entities. That's what semantic HTML is, and that's what it does. Why do you need it is a very debatable topic, and it really depends on what kind of user base you want to cater for, and what level of search engine optimization you need. So if you are looking for search engine optimization and you want that your site should progressively rank higher into the Google search index, you should be using semantic HTML. That really helps there because even as a bot, Google's bot as well understands that, okay, this had some form, and most of the time form doesn't make any sense to be crawled, right? You won't expect a form to be displayed somewhere in the Google's search page, right? What you would expect is to show a title or a header or some content or some info, right? That's where it really helps Google as well to understand what kind of content you want to or should be highlighted when people search for a particular site. I go and if I go and search for technical info, and I enter, it picks all this content, right? Hi, I'm Nikhil. I'm a web developer. Right? How does this pick, right? So it picks really from, so you can even search for, see here it has different things picked from here, right? It has picked different things from here. So let's take a look at what are the differences here. Okay, so this comes from here. Hi there, I am Nikhil. I'm a web developer, right? And if you take a look at this must be H1 or something of that sort, right? right? This is a h3, but it's part of an article. So these are all semantic tags that you should be using. It is part of a main tag, right? If I go here on my site, right, and if I inspect this, uh, you will see that I actually have a title here, right, which says that, what is the title? Let's take a look at title. Oh wow, how is that possible? Yeah, here, Nikhil Mehta's personal website portfolio blog, right? Here is what it picks it from, right? So it really depends on what Google finds more relative, and if it really finds something that is actually making any sense, it will pick according to that. So here it picked my head title, here it picked my h3, right? And it really depends on that context. So that's what semantic html does. Okay, so let's take a look at how you would create a basic uh, semantic html document that would have a very basic layout, maybe say a navbar, a sidebar, a footer, and a main content area. So you would basically use nav tag to your uh, navbar. You will use a side tag, right? Uh, you will use a footer tag for your footer, and then you will have a main tag. Right? This is really important. The main, as the name suggests, should have a very main content of your page. So if you have multiple pages, uh, suppose on first page I have hi, I am Nikhil, right? It should go here. And in the second page, if I have something, welcome to my personal website, right? To my personal website, it should again go into this itself. So all the content that is main and is if you is focus area, where you think that it should be the focus area or focus content for the user, it should go into main here. As the name suggests, it should the sidebar, either on the left side or the right side, should go here. If you have a navigation on the left side, you should have it as again a nav, not as a side, right? So if you may end up having a sub navigation uh, into your left sidebar, right? So if I go here on my personal site, you will see that if you go to docs, uh, right? I go to some docs, I go here. Now this is again a navigation, right? It's actually navigating me through the content, right? It's taking me here, right? It's again a navigation. So this is again a nav bar, and this is again a nav. It's perfectly fine to have two navigations, right? So that's what it is. Yeah, it should. Uh, that's pretty much about what I wanted to cover in this. Hope you like it. If you like it, hit the like button. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.